time with Dan Patrick this past summer, just like 5 months ago. And he comes up in the Zoom, and DP does what we all do when you see an old player say, wow, you look like you can still play. And Rivers goes, yeah, I can. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it was as unique of opportunity as you can imagine it's been. I mean, I said, so Frank, you've heard everything I've wrestled with, so why do it?
Yeah.
And his answer was, because you can.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're dang right I can. You know.
If he's out there starting in 2025 for the Colts, it's the story of the year.
So I called Shane and Chris. It was about noon on Tuesday. I said, all right, let's go. Let's go for it.
Rivers, and he's got a man. Touchdown! That's Josh Downs, and that's Phillip Rivers.
Looks like a free play. Rivers, end zone. He's got his man. Pierce.
Let's make it go!
Colts.
Make it go! Heck yeah, baby! Let's go!
But I missed the high level, scheme, ball stuff, figuring out these little details of when the nickel's coming and all that. So all those little things, just the locker room, the guys and all those little parts. I think ultimately though, and you get it a little bit as a coach in high school and being around guys, but I miss being a teammate.
Yeah.
I think just that. It was just that simple. And there's a lot of things that come with that, but it's just like, dang, I'm getting to be a teammate again.
Yeah. Jump. Great catch, 14. Great catch.
It's been a real blessing to be back and to be back and be a teammate again. I wish I had a more dynamic word, but just grateful and thankful to have had the opportunity. And like I said, shoot all the Colts fans and everybody watching. They've been very welcoming back.
Hey, you think you can? Absolutely. You're either gonna pray or you're gonna worry. You can't do both. God got it. God know I work too. Shouldn't be to fear when you already put the work in. I come ready.
They tryna mess with your mind or something. They tryna play with your grind or something. They wanna see you back off of your calling, yet they tryna mess with your shine or something. For lack of a vision, and people could perish, commit to the climb, even when it hurts. Only two things in life you can control is how you spend time and how hard you work. So hard work, God first, yeah. Hard work, God first, yeah. Hard work, God first.
Does it beautifully to the Devontae Smith.
Yeah. Jesus Christ is Lord, yeah.
Goes versus fires again, complete to A.J. Brown.
All my prayers were heard, yeah. So hard work, God first, yeah. Hard work, God first, yeah. Hard work, God first.
Complete for a touchdown to Dallas Goddard.
Jesus Christ is Lord, yeah. I know who I serve, yeah. When my life was hard, always been there, my prayers were heard.
They don't know Jay hurt like we know Jay hurt. They don't know him.
Upon a time, 1999, up a mile high, prophets I could ride, born on a mountain, came down the ice, and the planet was down, change it all, yeah, I'm the chosen one, I reflect the sun, we young from above, Elohim Adonai, lift your name on high till the day that I die, live as a sacrifice, other dimensions, got my intentions, I'm from a different plane than what we're on, now they gon' dance, yeah they gon' dance, the world will know God, one more rip, one more breath, all my blood, all my sweat, all my tears, one more year, every single moment till we make it there. Said it's too hard to achieve. Yeah, I guess they forget it's me. Yeah, I will fight and I believe. I know Yahweh watching me. Yahweh.
Control the things that you can control. Control the things that you can control. If you do that, you will dominate. It don't take too much to be yourself. Be physical, be us. That's always, let's go. If we gonna do 1, 2, 3.
Hard work, God first. Yeah. Hard work, God first. Yeah. Hard work.
He's at the 5. He's in. Touchdown.
Jesus Christ is Lord. Yeah. I know who I serve. Yeah. When my life was hard. Yeah. All my prayers were heard. Yeah. We already won. We already won. We already won. We already won.
To honor America with the performance of the national anthem, 8-time Grammy Award winner, Chris Stapleton.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's past gleaming whose broad strides and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular upon spurs singing yeah, through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion, Indianapolis Colts, and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. What a thrill! Tonight, we celebrate 60 years of Super Bowls. We do it in style. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you here from Santa Clara. And Greg, the Eagles are right back here looking to do what the Chiefs did right before them. Win back-to-back Super Bowls and lift that Lombardi trophy for the 2nd consecutive year.
And you have to think about it. The next is what we've talked about in years past with the New England Patriots, and then more recently, the Kansas City Chiefs. After last year's dominating Super Bowl.
With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 and quarterback Jalen Hurts.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Man in motion is Smith. On play action, Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. The Colts have come away with the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Colts offense is going to take the field here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs?
The run on first down was good for 7, and it's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And he's close to another first down. It's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. They give up the middle to Taylor. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Colts first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll run a draw now with Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll go with the sneak, and he is going to have a Colts first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 11.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Throwing now from the gun. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A 20-yard attempt.
Schrader's kick is good. And the Colts will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Britton Covey now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They fumbled it away on that opening possession. Fortunate, it only led to a field goal, so they're in a 3-0 hole as they start this drive. 1st and 10. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
He'll try to run for it. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And nice work there. Go into a slide. Gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It's 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking off, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on 4th down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your pace defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles move out to a 7-3 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Forced out wide.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6. On second down, here's a run with Taylor. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. On the give, this is Taylor. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Trapp, and he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
to throw. Completing this one to Downs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. It's a gain of 2.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So now Shane Steichen unhappy with the last call, and out comes the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So this winds up to be a very smart decision to throw the challenge flag. They remeasure, and this indeed will become a first down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 9-yard line.
In motion is Warren. And he'll take it on in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indy. Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts are on top. It's now 10-7.
Eagles 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 3. To throw is Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, as we saw here, It's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Dotson, the man in motion. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
That's Goddard in motion. On third down, it's Hurts. And one complete to Brown. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
That's Goddard in motion. Short pass. He's got Calcaterra. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He'll step up and run this. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll run with Bigsby, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. It is 2nd and 6. They run out of the gun with Barkley. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10.
The score, Eagles 14, Colts 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Michael Pittman making his way back out there along with the rest of the Colts offense. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Taylor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
They managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Uh-oh. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
He takes off.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Second down, they need 7. Out of the gun, he'll throw. There he goes again. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up first and goal.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The Raider now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll start out first down and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
To throw on second down is Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Hurts to throw. That's complete. Tight end got it. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Philadelphia.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Hurts again. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Again, Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Third down, they need 5. To the air again, Hurts. He'll step up and run. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Colts have got it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A short pass taken in by Warren. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. It is 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Alec Pierce, touchdown Indianapolis. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a a sudden after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The Raider now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Dotson, the man in motion. On play action, Hurts. He'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
They still have that timeout in their back pocket, so they can still throw the ball anywhere on the field. They've got to generate a chunk play, call timeout, and either try a long field goal or just chuck it deep into the end zone.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. To try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this stays a 2-score game. So 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hansen.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half.
Oh, yeah.
Never need a bitch, I'm on a bitch league. Tryna find the one that can fix me. I've been dodging death in the 60s. Amphetamine got my stomach feeling sickly. I want it all now. I've been running through the city to die now. All the models keep feeling in the car back. Try to love me, but they never get up. Come on! What? 'Cause I'm heartless. And I'm bad for my ways, but I'm heartless. All this money in this game, they be heartless. Roll up, till I'm heartless. Set my list. Trying to find a better love, but I'm heartless. Never feel right. yeah. Traffic guards while we are racing home. Mountain lights cover the open road. I hope we make it, 'cause I've been chasing another odyssey. I can't wait to see your face crash when we're switching lanes. My love's beyond the pain, but if I miss the rain, we're dancing in the flames. It's indescribable. Traffic lights while we are racing home. Mountain lights cover the open road. I hope we make it, 'cause I've been chasing somebody. Let's go! 1, 2, 3. I can't wait to see your face crash when we're switching lanes. My love's beyond the pain, but if I miss the rain, we're dancing in the flames. It's indescribable. World can't heal, they say on the radio. Oh no, so grab the wheel, want you to be in control. We're dodging headlights, and you say, hold tight, another odyssey. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I can't wait to see your face crash when we're switching lanes. My love's beyond the pain, but if I miss the rain, we're dancing in the indescribable. Everything's fading, we barely made it. The fire's raging, but you're so beautiful, and it's amazing, 'cause I can taste it, our final odyssey. I can't see your face when we're switching lanes. My love's beyond the pain, but it's the rain. We're dancing in the flames, just like that, just like that.
Pop my shit, beat it live, fuck that shit. You try to come up at this shit, we poppin' your tires, fuck that shit. Hunt around, feelin' animal team. Playing both sides, we home. Shout out fucking your friends. I'm going crazy, shot me, in the deep end. Shit like a insane, shit's straight. I just been icing my hoes. I just been tripping my hoes. This is a whole nother level shot. I got these hoes on their toes. I put the bitch on the road. She tryna fuck with the old. I got this hoe with me. She tryna show me something. I got flows for days. Niggas ain't know nothing. Me and my way like they ain't know they own. We ain't spot going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that hoe I chose up. Piss solid, this shit can't get it cold up. Fuck these niggas ain't like they know it. Double O cat, they shit we told them. Switch out the bag, these niggas get rolled up. Everything, everything. Let's play out some shit real quick. Got in weekend. Ever since I was a kid, knew I was the shit. Shawty keep wanna come round, she wanna get hit.
She say she done made me, cause I keep her by my side. Double no bust on no watch, she know that I'm timeless.
I put my son in some red. I pull that gun off the head. Talking your 22K. I'll break her heart, come on, go so. Put on a shirt, get put on a plate. Feel like a stain, you fairly the lit. I had to tell her that ever since I was a chick, no I was a shit. She singing my songs, she wanna dial it. Tryna get hit, house like a bait, let's go. Deposit it beat, deposit that check. Smile on my face, ain't paying shit. Come and get shit, ice on my neck, double her wrist. She in the sky, hell of a cat. Push out the church, 400 pack.
Yeah, I spend it in Paris. Just for these hoes, they finna fuck. Just for a phone, it's all that pop. I'm just finna hit, I'm feeling hip. I'm rusting the all on my doers.
I feel like the rock. I feel like the rock.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been legit. It's so tatted all over her body. I'm in so far away for your body. Ever since I was a kid, I've been. If I was you, I would try to find it. So tatted all over her body. You said timing, timeless, timing, yeah, timing.
Bota na boca, bota na cara, bota onde quiser. Bota na boca, bota na cara, bota onde quiser. O novinho me olhou e quis comer minha tetequinha. Hoje eu vou dar pro novinho, pode, é Laricinha. O novinho me olhou e quis comer minha tetequinha. Hoje eu vou dar pro novinho, pode, é Laricinha. Bota na boca, bota na cara, bota onde quiser.
So I hit the road and overdrive. 1, 2, 3, say. Since city's full and empty, no one's around to judge me. I guess it's really when you're outside. I can't sleep till I feel yours. I said, hurry up tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Hurry up tomorrow. Need tomorrow. Hurry up tomorrow. In heaven, everything is fine. In heaven, everything is fine. In heaven, everything is fine. I just wanna see tomorrow. I just wanna see tomorrow. I just wanna see tomorrow. Everything is fine. In heaven, everything is fine. In heaven, everything is fine. How come it's not tomorrow? How come it's not tomorrow? Thank you, Sao Paulo. I love you.
So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. On the return, it's Doolin. And he is stopped begin then. The Colts offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Zach Barr, the all-pro, makes the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They go right back to Taylor. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
That's Pierce in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Off he goes. A big play here in the big game. 35 yards.
35. First down, Philadelphia.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down.
And I think think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
Now Barkley. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one caught at the 4. And he will score! Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles cut the lead to 3, 24-21. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
On the ground, it's Taylor. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. In motion is Warren. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he's looking for there. And that'll set up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
A A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Ooh. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen and a very quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On play action, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be dragged down, but not till he's inside the 25. A big play here in the big game to gain of 43 yards.
And Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the 2nd half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Now Smith gonna get it on the jet sweep, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
Off the bootleg, it's Hurts. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage.
Eagles 28, Colts 24.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. A He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. The drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that street from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On the return, it's covered. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. That's Goddard in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. He's tackled there by Quiddy Pay.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 9. To throw, Hurts. The ball's deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
It's a gain of 10 and an Eagle 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and it's certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts to throw. He'll get that out to Barkley. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 9. Hurts. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. And back deep it is Josh Downs. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Colts offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's a run with their tight end. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
In middle, and he's got down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
He'll look to throw. They go right back to Downs. He's got it again. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 38-yard line.
They'll go again here with Taylor. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
In motion is Warren. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
That's Pierce in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. They get this quickly to Warren on the RPO.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the 1st down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60.
will return for the fourth from Santa Clara after this. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
A short pass taken in by Warren. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Colts. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and through. And the Colts go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Jackson now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On play action, Hurts. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
Get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. A quick throw on his RPO, and Downs has it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw, under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Brandon Graham in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. He'll look deep for Pittman. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Whoa! And he gets him out of danger and then some, up past the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Whoa! Saquon Barkley! He's inside the 30. And he is gone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
This is one of those plays that all the offensive line had to do, Mike, was just give him a crease and get him to the 2nd level, because from there, he's going to do the rest. That's as impressive a run as we'll see all year long.
Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Abdullah now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense back onto the field for the
their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
12 yards on that hookup. That's good for a Colts 1st down. On the give, this is Taylor. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Colts about to kick this one away. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Everything you want to do right there,
Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Abdullah now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
The shotgun snap, he'll look to throw. A first down. That will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. In motion is Warren. They'll look to throw again. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They'll look to throw yet again. Right back to Warren again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down
and 12. He'll get it into the hands of Ashton Doolin. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. Caught through that first contact. They'll bring up 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. That's Goddard in motion. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's down. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
In motion is Warren. to the air one more time. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Taylor. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Over the middle and taken in by Pittman. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
14 yards.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
At the 12-yard line.
In motion comes Pittman. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. And the Eagles have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs, there was adversity, and they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle-tested coming into the playoffs. They put it all together tonight, and they can call themselves Super Bowl champions.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California. Was the best team all year, and Greg, in the biggest spot, they proved it in a big way.
I think all week preparing for the Super Bowl, I think they felt really good about their chances, Mike. They've been one of the best teams all season long, but to put all 3 phases together on the biggest stage and play at this level, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back, Mike, and this is going to be one of the most dominating performances in Super Bowl history.
There's Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Philadelphia Eagles, champions of Super Bowl 60. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.